What's going on, guys? My name's Isaac, and today on the channel we are changing the strings on my BC Rich Mockingbird masterpiece. This is it right here. I figured it was, about time to go ahead and just introduce this guitar to the channel. It's a very cool looking guitar. I got this guitar maybe when did I get this? I got it, I guess, Christmas, maybe going to like 10th grade. That must be it. Going to 10th grade. Or maybe the Christmas going to 9th grade. Maybe that was it. Man, I really wound these strings up a lot. There's a lot of winding around here. So it is just a string through body. So here the strings are just gonna go straight through the body right here. Nice and simple. I do have the Dario NYXLs, and these are the 9 to 42. So these are some nice strings. I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. I know this is kind of a light gauge, and I'm putting it on this guitar because rather than the Gibson, because I use the Gibson, a lot more for sure, and I've been using it in drop tunings, the Les Paul. This one, I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this one in standard. I don't use this one too much, but I'm also changing the strings because I do want to get into using this guitar more again. The reason why I kind of stopped using it is because of this piece right here. I feel like it really dug into the body. But if I sit with it at a certain angle, kind of like if I'm sitting it with it like this, it'll kind of dig into my body. But if I have it pointed like this way, it won't. So, because there's no carve here, right? It's just flat, and this piece, yeah, this one right here, will kind of dig in, and it's pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, guys. So I just thought I'd turn on the camera. I'm just changing strings today. Honestly, just kind of wasn't sure what content to make, and I saw another YouTube channel kind of just do this. I think talk while changing strings on a guitar, and I thought maybe I'll give that a shot. I've already got everything prepared here. Maybe talk about some different topics. Just ate some leftovers from Chili's. That was good. I had some of those chicken and brisket quesadillas. Also had a little bit of what did I have? Some of the honey barbecue wings, which I think are really good. I like them. And I had a chicken crisper. Had one of those too. That was good too. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off all the strings, not do one at a time, because I'm going to clean this guitar up. It's very dusty. Like I said, I don't use this guitar really anymore because of how it's not comfortable against the body. I'm going to try to start using it more. See how it feels with these strings. These new strings here. And these are old. There's some old strings here. I can tell these are 10 to 52s. This is definitely what I put on here. Oh, I just noticed. Look, I took off a little piece I don't want to take off. A little piece here from the back of the guitar. It's like a little piece that goes in to the back, and I see that it's on the other string as well. I don't know why I didn't catch it. Actually, maybe I'll just let them be. It seems like the strings need to hold them in place anyways. The guitar's not it has a very nice top. It has a very nice top, like a quilted. It's a veneer, though. It's called Dragon's Blood, if I'm not mistaken. But the parts aren't that great. Each of the knobs come off. That one and this one. But BC Rich They have really stepped up their game as of late. I was looking at BC Rich Guitars yesterday on Sweetwater, and I saw a lot of like those new Mockingbird models that they're either back ordered or you still can't order them yet, or like you can but they're for pre-order. And I feel like I remember those models coming out or being announced like maybe in 2022 or earlier. So I don't know what the deal is. I never see anyone rocking any of these new BC Rich models, those nice ones of the Mockingbirds, or of their other models, you know, like the Ironbird and all that. So I don't know. I don't really keep up with BC Rich, but I could tell they had stepped it up when those models were announced. And this guitar is gonna need some cleaning. See, another one of these little pieces fell off. Yeah, I had got in this guitar because I was really into like Black Veil Brides. I still only like one album, the We Stitch These Wounds album. I've always thought that one was cool, except how his voice comes out in the album. Like it's very like electronic. Like he put some sort of effect on it, or I don't know, but I've never liked that one thing about it. If he let his voice sound a little more natural, I think it would have been, you know, an awesome album. It would have maybe attracted more people. Who knows? This top reminds me of the Epiphone, the Alex Lifeson. Except this one's like way darker, right? This is a lot darker, but you know that's kind of what I like about it. It's nice and dark. It looks like it kind of moves a little bit. You know, I don't think you can really maybe tell from the video, but here in person, I feel like it. Actually, no, it doesn't move at all. It's very still, but it has a very nice look to it. It's very deep. Nice and easy. Man, yeah, here on these treble strings, I could definitely feel how these strings are nasty. These are definitely nasty. If there's any of you all out there who use BC Rich Mockingbird guitars or just BC Rich in general, let me know. Tell me what you all think of them. If there's a certain model like really worth checking out. Also, this guitar, the neck feels awesome here, like at the first, 3 frets. And then, man, you really feel like it gets a lot bigger. For sure, by like the 7th fret, you feel it a lot. Like, you really start feeling it grow here at the 5th. But yeah, by the 7th, it's like, this is a big neck. So, I wish it was a little more consistent. Like, hey, like, it feels good, and then it becomes gigantic all the way up here. So it's another kind of downfall of this guitar for me. It's like it's very smooth, right? It's smooth, and the fretboard's always been cool too. The fretboard's always felt nice. It's just the big neck, and I think I liked it for a little while, but at some point, I just realized like, man, this is uncomfortable, especially playing it for long periods of time. Alright, almost all done. Almost all done taking off all the strings. There we go. Ah, yes, and this little piece came off too. Here we go. They all came off. I don't remember that. I don't remember these all coming off before when I would change the strings on this guitar. Are any of you guys out there looking to purchase a new guitar or anything? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use Music Nomad F1 oil. This is what I've been using for years. I mean, I've had this bottle for years already, you know. It's been going actually a little bit faster because I've been polishing. I polished a lot the Gibson Les Paul because when I got it, the neck was real sticky, and so was some of the body. And man, I really just I use this stuff a lot, and I did smooth it up quite a bit. I don't think it's perfect yet, but I did. So I'm gonna use this a lot on the neck. The neck, yeah, feels like it definitely needs a cleaning. And just really a dusting. I have here the Gibson Les Paul, and this is a dirty rag. I gotta clean this too. Here, what came with my Gibson. Gotta use this. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dip some of this stuff here. Let me know how you all do this. I do put some on the body. It's fretboard, but I put it on the body. I put like a dot on like every other fret. How do you all do it? There we go. I'll just kind of let it be for a little bit. Oh wait, on some of the body. Yeah, I do want this. I do want it feeling good. I want it looking good. Let me go ahead and wipe a little bit. I'm gonna start here on the body. Just go kind of lightly, right? Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I'm seeing it shine through a little bit. There we go. There we go. Very nice. The pickups too. Dust those off. The pickup rings as well, right in here. Tailpiece. There we go. Very dusty. I'm stuck, guys, between what guitar I should get next. You know, I don't know why, but something inside me also tells me, hey, get another Gibson, right? Get another Gibson Les Paul or even an SG. I would love to find an SG that I like enjoy playing. I've only tried a couple SGs, but man, I don't know why they've grown onto me aesthetically, visually. And I would love to find one that I enjoy playing to have here on the channel and just to use, really. But also, I'm between, the Kiesel, the Type X. That guitar's always looked awesome to me. I don't know if I should save for one of those or just invest in one of those. Also, I would like a V guitar. Man, just so many guitars that I would love to own. Types of guitars, but the Gibsons, man, those prices have completely doubled since. I remember when I was looking at them, back in like 2012, let's say, for example, and earlier even. The standards were they were over a grand, They were over $1,000, but they weren't $3,000, not for a Gibson Les Paul standard. So that was back, I think I remember them being, maybe $1,500. Back in like 2012-ish, if I'm remembering right. But now they're $3,000, man. That's expensive, and the Gibson quality control's not good. It hasn't been good for a long time. That's just a lot of money, but I don't know, man. The Gibsons still aesthetically look too cool. And other Les Paul body shapes do not do it for me. They just don't. Just gonna say it how it is. I'm gonna be real. They don't look cool when they're 24 frets, in my opinion. The Les Paul body shape. When they have the 24 frets, nah. And when the pickups are all smushed closer together, I don't think it looks cooler. And when the body, when it's kind of off, it's like it's an offset Les Paul, and I don't like it. I do not like it. No, it's like, in my head, it's like I know what the Les Paul body shape is, and now I need it to look that way exactly. I don't know if that's what my problem is. Man, this fretboard looks sweet. It is looking sweet. Hope I do not run out of storage on the phone. Hope I do not run out of storage. That is a lot better. I don't think I'm going to get it like all super perfect, but I do want it feeling good for sure. You know, I do like seeing when I get some of the gunk here on the rag, because it tells me I'm cleaning it, right? This guitar, besides it's like already kind of flaws, you know, like knobs coming off and all that, it's really like in mint well, I guess near mint condition. It's in really good condition. I mean, there's no like obvious scratches or anything. It's good. The top still looks awesome. What I really like about this guitar, and I think what really tied me to it, was the cream binding here. Might look kind of white in the video maybe, but it's cream, and I love it. You guys know how I like that. Kind of like the Alex Lifeson and the Gibson. You know, they're red guitars with either like it's kind of off-white or a cream binding. That's just what I'm into. And this guitar really resembles those two, right? It's just a different body shape. It's just a Mockingbird body shape. And it's from BC Rich. I've heard people talk about how like you don't pick the gauge of strings for the guitar, it's the guitar that picks it, right? And maybe I feel like this guitar could, I feel like this guitar manifests that, because I did not enjoy playing this guitar with the 10 to 52s on it. Yeah, that could be because the neck is already real thick, and then with like heavy gauge strings on it, even if I am in a lower tuning, maybe it was just kind of uncomfortable. I wonder if how I'm really curious as to how I'll feel with the 9 of 42. Man, I went from 10 to 52 to 9 to 42. Big difference, especially on the low strings, right? Okay. Still kind of like, I guess what also keeps this guitar from being mint condition is like, yeah, I mean, you see someone like the gunk around the frets here, right? You see some of that for sure. Here we go. Just really wanted to clean the headstock. It's always hard to clean the headstock, right? Like when the strings are on. But man, it looks a lot better. And another kind of downfall with this guitar is it's heavy. Well, let me see. I think the Gibson's heavier, but this guitar neck dives bad. It's really neck heavy. I even feel it just holding it this way. Like it's super heavy on this side, and it's lighter on the body side. It's because the neck is super thick. I wonder if that's it, or if it's, I don't know. It feels even just heavy here in this midpoint. I don't know, but it does neck dive a lot. It neck dives, and that's kind of annoying when you're standing, right? So maybe it's just not the body shape for me. Maybe that's why, I don't know, a lot of people don't play this body shape. Is it why a lot of people don't play BC Rich? Man, look at the headstock. That is a sweet looking headstock there. That's cool. Here we go. Here's what it's looking like. Sorry if I sound a little bit nasal. I was kind of sick like a week ago or some days ago. And I slept really late last night. I was up late. You know how that always affects everything. Oof, oof. Here we go. Yep, that's nice. Now I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna put some here on the neck. I just love that this stuff really does last forever. You know, and they have larger bottles of it. The F1 oil from Music Nomad. I want to get one of those like full complete like Music Nomad sets. I want to have one of those Music Nomad, the mats, because right now I'm using a towel. I would like to use a Music Nomad mat. They look cool. You know, it looks more pro, be a little more professional looking, even though a towel's just fine. Here we go. The neck is nice too. You know, this is just a visually pleasing guitar. And the tuners are BC Rich. You see it right here on the tuners. The tuners have always felt fine, and the tuning has always been okay on this guitar as well. It's always been okay. It's just all those other things that I've mentioned. I'm gonna try to go back to doing, you know, like guitar lesson kind of stuff here on YouTube. Besides the short YouTube short lessons, like I did on scales or whatever I had done. This is just a quick polish. There. Just to get it ready. Looking good. And finally, the pickups on this guitar are also like meh. They're not really high output, you know, which I guess I'd expect, because I mean this isn't like a high range, a high end BC Rich guitar. So yeah, I mean they're just the BC Rich pickups, and they're passive, which is fine. You know, there's a lot of awesome passive pickups, and I prefer passive. But yeah, they're kind of just that medium output pickup style. Man, this neck feels a lot better back here already. Feels good. Feels easy to play. Alright. Let's go ahead and flip it over. Boom. There it is. Oh yeah, some of the oil had slipped over here on the front. There we go. Really clean up the fretboard here. And the fretboard, it's like My friend one time said that they were clouds. Yeah, and I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, I guess they look like little clouds, right? Alright. Now, I think to go ahead and open the strings. Alright, so these are the Diodario NYXLs. I think I remember when these came out. I think they came out when I was in high school. Well, yeah, it must have been high school, and I was like, man, that's a cool looking pack. So of course I think that they're awesome, and of course when I put them on, like, oh my goodness, these are better. I don't actually know if they're better. I haven't used these in a long time. But what's it say? Play fearlessly. Diodario NYXL strings will bend further, sing louder, and stay in tune better than any guitar string ever made. You're about to be heard more clearly than ever before. Get ready for an encore. Those are some crazy statements right there. I mean, they're a little more pricey, right? That's all I can think of, and I can think a lot of that pricing goes to this packaging, right? Than just regular Ernie ball strings. Now, I will say, I think I do remember liking these more than Ernie ball strings, especially just the standard Ernie ball ones that you can get. Like, the Ernie ball strings, I think, die in like 2 days, right? I'll have to see how long these last and how they feel, right? But I feel like really the best strings, and no one talks about them, are the elixirs. And I think it's because they have that coating around them. And people don't like that coating, maybe. But those strings last forever, and they sound... Now, those strings, sonically, I think those resonate a lot. They truly resonate, and no one talks about them. And I think maybe it's because of the price. The price might be one thing on the elixirs, but another thing is the packaging. Like, the elixir packaging doesn't look all rock and roll, right? Like, all cool, like the Ernie balls do, or like these Diodarios do. The packaging, us guitar players, we just like to see, like, what's the packaging like? Does it look hardcore? Like, I use these, right? And the elixirs are more plain, and it doesn't cool to show, like, elixirs. This is what I use. I don't think it looks that cool. Even though I think they are truly the superior string. Here we go. Got them right here. Alright, here we go. Open them up. Alright, automatically, just from opening these, man, they look so much better than the ones I took off. Alright, so here we go here. These definitely feel super thick. They're wrapped in twos. Okay, so this definitely feels like the thickest string for sure. Oh, and it has a little color chart. E is this brass. Yeah. Okay, let me put that one right there. Gotta get one of these pieces. I'm just gonna go ahead and slide it all the way down. I'm gonna just put it right through. Sometimes it's a little tricky, right, to get it through. There we go. But once you get it, you got it. There we go. And right there. Oh, could not forget the tail piece. Here we go. Let me clean it. I did not clean this piece. twist the best I can there. Alright, yeah, that's good. Nice. I always leave a little bit of slack first, right here about the 12th fret-ish. What's that, like 1.5 inches, 2? Alright, then I do a little pinch right there. Little twist, and then just keep it twisting. Keep it going. You know, and you don't have to tighten it all the way already, right? I already feel like that is super low. That action. Yeah. I'm gonna have to pick that up. And right now, guys, I'm not the best at setting up guitars at all. That's for sure. But I'm just kind of putting on the strings here. Right, there's the 6th string. Now to the 5th string. Man, this process feels so fast compared to changing strings on like on a Floyd Rose guitar. Man. The process is so much smoother. There we go. 5th string. Where are you all like getting your gear from? Do you all order from Guitar Center? Do you guys get from Sweetwater? I think I decided I'm just gonna get stuff from Sweetwater, right? Unless it's a some sort of local shop. But yeah, not Guitar Center. If I can avoid it, I'll avoid it. Because Sweetwater has just been awesome. Sweetwater's cool when you call them up, when you order from them, and then they give you candy. They give you candy when you order from them. That is so cool. I'll just kind of keep it there. The strings already feel kind of tight. And I'll probably also just stop this video once I have just the strings on. Or I'll see. I have to kind of see. Alright, the 4th string D is, yeah, this black. This one here, yeah. Wait. Yeah. Dangerous. Changing guitar strings is dangerous. Right now, it just hit the lip. Right. Yeah, but you never know. Never know. And then when it pokes your finger, that's always the worst, right? It's always the worst. Man, cannot wait to, spend more time again with this guitar. See how I feel with it. Yeah, I don't know. It's almost as if once I have the strings on this guitar, the neck is just big, and since it's always growing, and at such like a fast rate, it feels like it's hard to feel like consistent. Like, okay, this part of the neck feels this way, this part of the neck feels this way, this part of the neck feels this way, and then it feels this way here. Man. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it because this guitar was a gift. And I just gonna, if it's a gift, I keep it. Here we go, 3rd string. I love when it goes through easily. I've also never really been a fan of using a string winder. Any of you guys use string winders? I get it, like if you're maybe, if you have an electric one and you're changing like just a large amount of guitar strings. Like if I spent the day changing strings today, which probably is a pretty good idea if I do, you know, having one of the electric ones, and there you go. Take off strings fast, quick and easy. The nut here on this guitar is just a black, I guess it's plastic. You know, I actually like it. Like it looks quality. It looks better. It looks well cut. Definitely more than the Gibson one. I hate that the Gibson ones, man, they cut them like ridiculously low on that first string, the first and second string, way too low. I've seen that like on some SGs. It's like, man, you cannot even press down on that first fret because that buzzing is just bad. There we go. I think the silver one is the first string. Yeah. Sometimes, man, that first string does feel thin. I'm used to using 10s as of late. I'll either use 10s or when I'm playing classical guitar, I don't know what gauge those are. They just kind of go by normal, hard, extra light, maybe even I've seen. I'm not too sure. But yeah. Those 9s feel thin. What is even the gauge on the second string? Well, I don't know. It just says 9 to 42. Doesn't have each individual gauge, I think. Or yes, it does. $11. Okay, so the second string is an 11. You go second string in. Boom. Give it that little slack. A couple of turns. Then we're almost to that first string. Glad I didn't put a lot of winds on these here. It looks like it'll probably be like 1 to 2 full winds. Winds. I don't know how you say it. There we go. That string is on. Now for just the first string. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. We're making it. We're making things happen. Whoops. Good thing it didn't go through yet, because I need this. Boom. And see, there. This wasn't really a tutorial, but I guess if you were, you know, watching what I was doing, it's a pretty simple thing to do. Especially for a string through guitar. For a string through, yeah, it's simple. It's always that first string that needs a lot of winds, right? Yeah, but maybe I'm gonna kind of keep learning some maiden solos and riffs here with this guitar. Keep it in standard. Maybe the bends will be easier here with the 9s. It's hard to bend and do that kind of Iron Maiden-y stuff, in my opinion, with like 10 to 52s and standard tuning. There we go. Let me get a tuner to get everything rocking and rolling. E. Man, a lot of these strings actually got tuned up quick. Alright, I mean, they're pretty much there. They'll be good. They'll be good to go. Time to also cut off the whiskers. Man, sometimes I gotta be real careful because sometimes it's happened, maybe no more than twice though, where I have also cut off the new string, right? For sure it's happened once. Twice, I don't know. But it has happened. And that's annoying. And then you gotta go back to the store. Boom. And there it is. Here it is right here, guys. Check it out. Looks like it took me an hour. Yeah. That's that right there, guys. So thanks a lot for hanging out with me today, guys, for changing the strings on my BC Rich Mockingbird masterpiece. Hopefully we see it more on the channel. Kind of see how I feel with it. Maybe later today, these next few days, I'll try to use it. Well, I will use it because I put new strings on it. So yeah, I'll use it more. Right now it's looking good. It's feeling polished. You know, feels smooth, feels nice. The strings feel nice for sure. So let me know in the comments, guys, about anything that we talked about today. Yeah, I don't think we talked about too much, right? But you know, about whatever. You leave your thoughts and opinions on anything guitar related, anything that went on during the string change, anything BC Rich, anything Gibson, anything just Ibanez guitars. Leave your thoughts in the comments, guys. And with all that, guys, like I said, thanks for hanging out with me today during the string change, and I hope to see you all later.